Charge my phone. About to jump on a call with some sellers here. It's three sisters. It's a property out in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, I was talking to one of the sisters. She was okay with the deal, but she's trying to see if it all works out for everybody. Which I want to make it a win-win for everybody for sure. So, oh, her number's right over here. Let me see if she's available. Fill y'all in at the end.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Wow.
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have...
Well, the time is 9 p.m. here. She mentioned she'd be available for this call. Hey, Shannon, what's going on? Just making a call right now to this seller. Wanted to get it on record. I'm going to transfer it over to this screen. Okay. Definitely need to refresh this. Okay, so I guess I'll give you guys kind of a backstory. So I got a seller. I was just calling. It's an expired listing, I believe, from an agent. Agent's no longer involved, so I'm working directly with the sellers. It's a property that has about three parties that need to split the funds as a probate situation. And I'm speaking with one individual her name is not on the deed of the property. The individuals whose name is on the deed of the property, they're not on good speaking terms. So there's two sisters and then one half brother. The half brother is not on good speaking terms with the sisters. Why? I don't know. I didn't dig into that. Didn't want to. She didn't seem too fond of the guy. However, that's still important to note because the seller finance back portion, they need to be able to split the funds between them, which they don't have to really deal with each other. However, nonetheless, she doesn't want to go through any court processes with this half brother, nor does the other sister. So they want to make it a good deal for everybody. I went back and forth with my end buyer and the seller to, make sure that the numbers are right for everybody, so I don't get a deal locked up and then can't move it. So this is the second time going back to the seller. I'm going to be speaking with the sisters. Hopefully, she said they were available, so I'm going to try again here in a second and just hash out the details. I think they don't really have an understanding of what a balloon means, so we shall see, because I reduced the time. I put it first a 15-year term, which was more so 15-year balloon. I think that's my mistake of saying that, so I'll just take ownership of that and re-explain myself. But let's go ahead and try it again, shall we? If she doesn't answer, then this is just a live, just to be alive. But I think she'll answer. Let's see.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Bonita, this is Maj. I'm giving you a call to time is 9:05 p.m. MST, so it should be 8:05 your time. I was seeing if now would be a good time. I have till about 25 minutes until I gotta call it a day. But yeah, reach back out to me at your earliest convenience. Would love to see if we can make this thing happen before the weekend. Thanks. Bye. All right. Well, we'll see if she calls back. That was just a whole ordeal there. Shoot. Yeah, last minute. Last time we had a call that lasted 10 minutes. I mean, she's been answering on top of it for the most part. But hopefully, I don't think she'll ghost. We had pretty good rapport. But you never know nowadays. You never know. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up this live, unfortunately. But I will post another live with the actual call once I do get them on here. And if I don't, thanks for tuning in, Shannon. Like she's supposed to be on here, but whatever. Sometimes you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather, apparently. But I'll keep posting and share the next one. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. It's 9:06 here. I'm gonna go over a few expired listings and things. Oh, she's calling right now. Oh, yay. Let me call her back. That's probably getting forwarded over. Let me do this. We're playing phone tag now.
Hi. Hello?
Hey, Bonita, this is Maj. Can you hear me?
Yes. I sent my laptop on the computer. I sent over the documents to my two sisters, and they tell me that they're not interested. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
They said they're not interested. So I'm like, well, we got to get this sold. But they said that they're not interested. Just you guys could go ahead and pay out straight. That would be better for them.
Okay.
I spoke to him about that. He's not gonna. They can't give us the price that we're looking for is 45.
Yeah, and 45 is what you're looking to net in your pockets after walking away, right?
Well, no, 45 is the whole thing.
45 for the
meaning that we will have to pay the loan, the loan and the taxes, and you guys pay the closing costs. So no, we're not looking to walk away with that because we're not going to get that after the $15,099 is taken out and after the taxes is taken out. So no, we won't be walking away with $45,000.
Right.
They just don't want to do the yearly thing, and they don't want to do the balloon payment.
Okay.
The reason that's because it's four of us, and that doesn't make any sense for them.
Okay. So if we
But
can
no, we don't. We know that we're not. Even if we sold at 45, we're not walking away with 45,000 when you have a 15,000 loan and there is the taxes for 3 days. So we will be walking away whatever that leaves. I'm trying to do work too at the same time. 1 second, let me get my calculator here.
Yeah, no worries.
So minus 15.
I'm getting my calculator too.
Minus 15. That's 30. Minus, I think the taxes are 100 and I'll just say 100 and what should I say? 100 and I'll say 1,200. So if we say 45,000 minus 15, you might as well say minus 16, minus 16,000. Let me get this right. I said 45,000. minus 15,099, Anita said. 8 minus, I would say 1,300 for the taxes. We will be walking away with 28,601.
And that's assuming that you guys also cover closing costs and things like that.
If we could get the buyer to even pay half of the closing costs or all the closing costs.
Okay. And then did you account for the renovations that need to take place?
No, because just when it's still as is.
I'm sorry?
As is.
As is, okay. 45.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking 45K as is. And I'm seeing.
And then when we minus everything that we took minus, we're walking away with what 28,000 and $28,601, and you divide that into 4 people. Did I do that right? Yeah. So, like I said, I'm taking a loss any way it goes. I'm not getting nothing back twice as much I have put into those properties.
Yeah.
So I already know that. So I already know that. I mean, it hurts me, but what can I do and what can I say?
Mm-hmm.
But they said bottom line, 45 is 50. And I say, well, I know they're not going to go to 50. So 45 is the,
Yeah.
that's what they're saying. And I don't know whether your people could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen property here that's sold in that area at just down the street at 60,000.
Right. And even the reason we said 45 because the person who's going to purchase, she had a buyer who wanted to go ahead and purchase for the guy who wanted to buy it. So they was going to go in and fix it up and sell it to him. But they wanted to buy it for 45, and I told them at that time no, because I had so much on my mind going on, and I wish I would have said 45, but I didn't. But that's what my sister said. The lowest that we could go is 45.
Mm-hmm.
And that's after we deduct, not you guys. That's after we deduct everything that's owed to the property.
And was at that time you realized that there was damage to the roof and there was a leak too when they said 45?
Yeah. Yes. The investor knew that. He went in, but he knew that.
Mm-hmm.
He went in there. He knew it. Said 45 is the most I could give to them.
Okay.
But at the time, like I said, I have so much going on, and I tell them no. And I wish I would have said yes. Now I'm going through all of this stuff again.
Right. Okay.
But I wouldn't be talking to you.
Yeah. Right.
I wouldn't be talking to you now.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
That's what they said.
Yeah, and I appreciate you.
Said,
sorry, go ahead.
That's what they said. They said if he could come at 45 with closing costs, that they could have it, or even paying half of the closing costs.
Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think we would be able to do that, just because the 45 is still a little bit steep for us, just from what we're seeing in the area, and then the amount of repairs that had to be done, and then also covering closing costs. Trying to see where we can see the fairness in that. I get it. You guys need to, split the proceeds. I think 4 different ways.
Yeah.
But we're still trying to make it profitable on our end because we do have to pay the renovation. So if there's something where we can meet in the middle, maybe like 35 or 32, then that would be ideal. Just get you cashed out, and we cover the closing costs. Then that would be more realistic.
Well, about being realistic, I could talk to them. I think we could go down 40, and you guys pay half of the closing costs. But let me I think that would be more realistic than going down to 35, and we still will, and we still will have to pay the closing costs and all of that. We're not making any money out of it after we take out that $13,000.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, the
guess.
$15,000.
Okay. Are they not able to jump on the phone call? Because I thought that they would.
They don't want to. Not at the email that I sent to them. They don't want to. Not at the email that I sent to them. Because I already explained to them, and they already looked at it.
Okay, because the thing is the reason why we're doing the creative option is because it would get you more money in your pocket, and so you don't have to pay out that 15K. You could put that 15K in your pocket instead. So that's why I'm trying to understand why they don't want to do that. And it wasn't necessary.
It's because of there's a balloon payment, and we're only getting 65 or whatever a month, but then you have to divide that into 4 people. That's nothing.
Do you think you want a higher monthly payment? That's what I'm trying to understand is because we can make it a win-win situation where you get more money per month, and then we still keep the 10,000. You don't have to pay off the loan that wasn't even taken out by you guys, because I don't think that should have to come out of your pocket, right?
It should come out of, and I don't want to say that word. It should have come out of the bitch pocket who took the advantage of our dad. That's who it should come out. Excuse my language.
Right. No, you're fine.
My language.
Trust me, I'm grown. I'm grown. No,
My language. That's
I get it though.
I sent that to our attorney, so our attorney could send it to her and show her, you're not going to get all the money that you think you're going to get from this property, because that loan got to be paid. The bank said that the loan had to be paid.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to understand is like we've dealt with this before where we just take over payments on the loan, and then we just pay it down ourselves and then get you the cash instead. Because like I mentioned before, you guys didn't take out that loan. It's just not really fair that you inherit that headache, so to speak. So that's what I was trying to understand, your sisters, where their mind is, so I can.
Okay, well, let me see if I can get them back on. Hold on, please. 1 second.
Okay.
Just let me see if I can get them on. 1 second.
Alrighty.
It's Jeannie. Mm.
Oh man. I think I might switch to my live on Instagram.
Anita.
The whole reason we tried to do this call is so we can hash out the details, but we're not hashing out the details. It's the runaround. She's on mute right now. Oh shoot, I can't unmute her. Oh, there we go. Still there, Bonita?
Yes, I'm here. I'm Jeannie.
Oh, hey Jeannie. This is Maj. How's it going?
Hi.
Oh, Anita. I'm trying to get Anita on.
Okay.
Did I merge her in?
Okay, I'll be here hanging out.
Anita. No, hold on, please. I thought I merged Anita in. I don't know what happened. Anita. Oh, crap.
see you, Shannon. Thank you. Thank you for trying to share the link. It's seems like you say you're not technologically advanced. That's
I
okay.
can't merge
We're
Anita
trying to
and
figure it out.
my
Oh
phone is
no.
acting ugly on me.
Oh shoot. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I can't do it on my end here.
Um,
Well, I guess we could just and I'm sorry, what was your sister's name?
Anita,
Anita. And then there's another sister too.
Jeannie. She's on. You have Jeannie on the phone with you now. I'm just trying to get Anita in.
Okay.
I don't even know
Maybe
her phone number by heart.
maybe Jeannie can patch her in, you think?
I don't know. She's on the phone. Jean, can you merge Anita in? Maybe. Can you do that now?
Okay.
I never had this problem before. I merged 5 people in at the same time, so why am I having this problem now?
Yeah, that technology just is ready for bed, I guess. Hopefully we can get them all on here. That'd be great. I'm not trying to go back and forth. This whole like last 2 weeks I've been going.
I don't know whether Jean was able to get Anita.
Okay. Jean, you there? I think she's trying.
Let me call all both of them together and then call you.
Okay. I will be here.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. I'll be right back. I gotta go get another phone. Sorry, I hijacked you, huh? I'm gonna get this call from her. Huh? Oh, I am. I wish it would forward to my phone. I don't either. There we go. Hello, this is Maj.
Okay, Anita, Jeannie, yes.
Hello.
Jeannie? Yeah. Okay, I have both of them design.
Okay, thank you for having everyone here, Jean and Nita. I appreciate your time. I was just chatting with Bonita and trying to get to some clarity on here. She mentioned that you were not interested in the 2 offers that were sent, and it was more so you just wanted to be cashed out. However, what I'm seeing, if we were to do a cash offer, we wouldn't be able to come close, unfortunately, to the 45K, just because of the repairs needed to be done and the recent comps in the neighborhood. So my understanding is not much. I just wanted to hear, Jean and Anita, what your thoughts were from the offer, if you don't mind sharing that.
Jane, you can go first. Well, I pretty much told Benita it's 45 and that's it. None of that creative financing. Can't buy it out. right at 45, then that's it. Plain and simple.
And I also agree with my sister G.
Okay. All right. So
Creative financing is always a problem, especially when you're talking about 10,000 down and coming back and doing something at a later date and then paying 15 later. I just don't want to deal with that.
okay. It sounds like you've experienced something in the past.
Well, I don't want to experience it. I just cash out, to 45, just to cash out. I'm not interested
Basically,
in
as is home as it is, because we were at one point, the home was selling for 75, and now it's down to 45. So it's either going to be 45 or we'll find another buyer. Somebody will buy it for that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it sounds like the creative option isn't an option just because you're skeptical. Most of the times when I hear that is because you don't know me from Adam, which I totally get. And, it's more so just going off of words. We've closed multiple of these, and I would love to see if we can come up to that 45. But after checking out the property and seeing the condition, doesn't look like that would be the case. These are words from my underwriter, so I'm going to see if I can yank some teeth with them and try to see if we can get closer to that. If we come up to like maybe 35, would it be worth it coming back to you guys or no?
Well, you have to consider a few things. First of all, there is a loan still out on it. That's $15,000. Okay, so if you subtract 15,000 from that, what does that leave? 20, and then you have all these other costs, and then you're talking about between the realtor and
Oh, you still have a realtor.
people. The realtor would be about.
This is an investor, G.
Okay, then you're talking about four additional people, and you're also talking about closing costs, and you're talking about the taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
basically, my sisters and I are getting little or nothing, and we've taken hits on the last house where we got little or nothing. And at this point, I'm just tired and frustrated. I mean, 35 is pretty too low.
Yeah, and 35 would be the cash offer. And typically with cash, it's going to be on the lower end because there's repairs that we need to deal with, and we also need to be able to make some money too in the deal. So that's what would make it a win-win for us. And the creative route was more so set up so that you guys don't have to pay for a $15,000 loan that you never took out. We would bear the burden of that and also get you more cash in your pocket, $10,000 plus the remaining amount, which would be 30,000 or 25,000 after 6 years. So you guys wouldn't have to deal with the loan that was taken from somebody else. So that kind of gives the more flexibility. We would cover the closing, and in my eyes, I see how that would make sense financially. However, I'm trying to uncover as to why it wouldn't make sense for you guys. Basically, what you've mentioned is that you just aren't trusting that it would work out.
Well, here's the thing. So you're going to pay $10,000 up front,
Yes,
pay off the loan, and then another 6 years, the other 30.
correct. Or-
now,
Or not another 30. Let me pull it up. So I got, yeah, another 20,000 left.
But
what?
you distribute it monthly, though,
So
in
there,
the 6 years.
yeah. So for 6 years,
6 years, I'm going to decline.
Okay.
This
And
is this is Anita. I'm going to decline.
okay.
I
And
cannot see stretching $20,000 out in 6 years. I just can't see it.
you
I
know,
mean, I can see it with a large amount, but $20,000 in 6 years.
and what would make sense for you guys? That's what I'm trying to get to an understanding. You mentioned.
We want to get rid of the house, and we want to get rid of it once and for all. We don't want to be dealing with 6 years from a balance due 6 years from now.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
I just prefer the cash out.
Okay. And then the cash out option, at least with us, would be around that 35K. And I know my guy's gonna bite my head off for even saying that, because we're looking at 3 other properties right now, and I really wanted to work with you guys because we love the property. I love when I was chatting with Benita, I wanted to help you guys out with the situation, so I'm trying the best that I can.
6 years stretching out $20,000. I don't see how that's helping us. It's benefiting you and the investors. I mean, you got to see that. You got to see where I'm coming from.
Right, but you did mention that if you were gonna sell it at 45K, you have the taxes, and then you also have the 15K, and then you have the closing costs as well. So then you're splitting it 4 ways. So that's what I'm just putting the numbers out there. We could still make it work on the creative.
We'd rather do it that way than have to deal with this another 6 years. The longevity of dealing with that property, I just don't want to deal with it.
Okay. Let me do this then. I'll just get back with my underwriter here and see if there's any way that we can, fork over that amount. Not really seeing it myself, just full transparency. But I can see what we can come up with, and I'll reach back out to Bonita.
Jean and Nita, we're looking. Okay, say we said 45,000. After you take out the $15,990, and then you take out the taxes, $1,200, $1,300. We'll be walking away with about $27,000, close to $28,000, which you have to divide that by 4 people. So you're looking at maybe about $7,000 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Should be less than that.
Not when you're dealing with investors outright, and then if they pay half of the closing costs, or we pay half of the closing costs. Most of the closing costs is like $1,000 something or 15. I don't know how that works. So it would probably be close to $6,000 a piece.
But he's not talking about offering 45. I mean 45.
Or if you get 35.
Well, we can't do 35 because even if you did 35,000, I have my calculator here. You take the 15 off. You're looking at 20,000, and you're still looking at property tax. I'm going to say by the time this goes away, you're going to look at $1,300 for the property taxes.
Mm-hmm. Well, what if we covered the property taxes and the closing costs? And we also have to keep into account the repairs to the ceiling, as well as the flooring in the back room where the floor is bowed.
Yeah, so even with that, with the 35,000, we'll still be walking away with $5,000 something.
So
5,100. 4 people.
Right. So it sounds like it's more of a monetary thing. You much rather sit on this property and see what else you can get, what other buyers come through, instead of actually.
No, we really don't want to.
We don't want to sit on it
because we do have a buyer. We do have an investor right now who's willing to give $35,000. But 35 plus half of the closing costs. We have someone right now to call and they'll take it for that amount.
Well, that's what we're offering as well as 35 plus closing. We'll cover that.
So he's looking to call his people back and see if they can at least get to 38,000.
But you didn't say that. You said that you would go back and see if they would do 35.
Yeah.
He said 35.
I said that we would be able to do 35.
Two offers that you're putting on the table. I'm going to tell you right now, I am not going to take any creative finances where we have to wait 6 years to get 20 grand. That's out the door. That's just not feasible. It's just
Is it the amount?
no. It's sitting on is waiting for funds for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
mean, come on now. No, I don't know anyone who's trying to sell property who's going to wait 6 years to get $20,000. Well, no.
Well, that too, G, but you also getting what, $69.50 a month. But like I said, that is divided in 4 people, and that's really nothing right there. That's chicken scratch.
So it's not even about that. It's about waiting to get $20,000 for 6 years. You have to think about that. I don't know anyone that would take a deal like that.
And that's keeping into account that you're saving the $15,000 loan that you don't have to pay, right?
Well, the thing about it is I understand what you're saying, but we're not saving on when it comes to the $15,000. The $15,000 is not really the factor for me. It's just waiting 6 years to get the rest of the money. I don't know why are they trying to put a deal like that on the table where you got to wait 6 years to get $20,000. Why can't you do it in 2 years? Why can't you do it in a year? Why do you have to wait 6 years? 6 years would take us into, what is this, 2024, 2030.
So the
I'm
reason
not going to wait until 2030 for any kind of money. I don't care if it's $40,000 or $50,000. No.
So there's a few things with that, right? So you either get your cash, or if you want the cash, it's gonna have to be over time. But we can do that in a way where it's like the number that you want, but we have to structure it out so that it makes sense for us too. However, given the circumstances and the condition of the property and the fact that you want to cash out now, you don't want to sit on this property anymore, we can offer that to you, take care of that. It's just that we would have to come in at a lower price because, we have opportunity costs with other properties that we're looking at as well. And, like I said, I really do want to work with you guys on this. I can work with you if you work with me. And, I think it would be a deal at the 35. We cover closing costs, we cover the taxes. It's just unfortunate that the 15K would have to come out of that because of the loan. But we would be able to close, within a month on something like this. So you don't have to worry about the headache.
There's nothing that we can do about that $15,000 loan. And no matter what scenario you look at, there is nothing. I understand you're saying we'll take that $15,000 off your hand right now, but you have to wait on the rest.
Well, what time frame would make sense? Because the thing is we can do something about the 15K loan. It just sounds like the 6-year term is a deal breaker. If there's a sooner time that you want to be able to receive that, $20,000, let me know so that I can share that with our underwriter so that we can structure something out.
We really want to get rid of that property. Trust me. We really do. And we don't want to be we don't want to be dealing with 2 years from now, a year from now, because we've waited so long. And unfortunately, it has come to this. If we can unload everything in 2024, that's what we want to do. We don't want to wait to 2025 or 2026, because by the time 2025 roll around, no telling what's going to fall apart.
Right.
So while we could sell it as is or whatever condition that it's in, we would prefer that. It's a lower cost. We're not going to give it away. Just remember, we're not going to give it away. So they have to come back with something that's reasonable.
Okay. And honestly, I want to come back.
We're giving this property away. That's all I'm saying.
You said you feel like you're giving it away.
No, I said we want.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah. Try to come up with 40,000 plus half of the closing costs. Would that work for your people?
For me, no, I don't think it will. Without, coming back here with my pride, like they would definitely, they probably tell me to get out and cuss me out, to be honest with you.
Well, no, that's not really coming back because it's saving. It's really coming down on $10,000 more than what you would be paying us. Because the offer was $50,000. 10 up front, and the rest would be like from $69. $69 from blah blah up to 6 years, and after the 6 years, whatever's left is $20,000. So actually, it's a deal for you guys. If you're talking about 40,000, just half of the closing costs.
I'm trying to.
That's a better deal for you guys.
By doing $40,000 and just.
And half of the closing costs. We just have to pay for that $15,000 loan. That's just the way it is. I mean, it's unfortunately, there's no fault of my sisters and I, but that's something that happened in the past. It just has to be paid, divided by, the sellers.
Yeah, because how I'm looking at it, the way that you're mentioning it is, I don't think you're considering that down payment that we would be making for $10,000. So.
When I first put the house on the market with $75,000 before the damages came in.
And we had an offer for 70.
Right. Yeah, and it sounds like over time, if you just keep waiting on this, the price is just going to keep dropping.
Exactly. Well, keep waiting on that house going to deteriorate, and then the price is going to keep going down. And that's why we just want to sell it and get, go on to whatever next we have to do.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to get to grips with and make sure that we can, help out, because I think we're almost there. I think we're at the light, the end of the tunnel, and it's just a matter of working out the terms here. We tried to structure something creative. That's the reason why we went this route, because the initial offer, like cash, was something that didn't make sense for Bonita when I mentioned it. So that's why I went the creative route. And then she mentioned that, now you both, Jean and, Anita, you're mentioning to me that the 6 years is way too much. You just want to be done with it. And I hear that, it sounds like you've been through a lot of issues with this, you want to be done with the other partner, and, $35K I think would help with making it done, a no-brainer. Anything above that, I would have to get some approval. Would it be worth it for you guys just to sleep on the conversation and see if there's anything that I can do to go above 35K? I don't see it going above 40 just because of the condition, like I mentioned. Like, we're estimating about 20Ks in repair just because of the roof, getting a new roof on there, and then the flooring, with it bowing in the back area. So we have to fork out, more than just the 35K to you guys if it was that case. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Let's see what you could do. Let's try to get up to 38 and call it a deal.
Okay. All right. So if we can do 38K, my
Anita and Jean, what do you guys think about 38K?
It's
because the other seller was saying 35 plus closing. That was his deal. So even if you could do 38 plus closing costs. Anita and Jean?
I'm fine with that. I'm ready to just get rid of it. If he could do 38 and closing costs, that's fine. That's feasible. Yeah. I'm not worried waiting those 6 years for anything. I'm willing to unload it for 38 and closing costs. Because it doesn't seem like they're willing to middle the road with 40. So if that is the case, then 38 is fine. If he could do 38, that's fine. I agree.
Okay, so let me go back to my underwriter and see. Just to recap, so they're saying 38. We cover closing and the taxes on the property.
To take care of this, the loan and whatever else we have to take care of, the loans and the taxes.
Okay, and then that would be a done deal for you guys. You can sail off into the sunset and not have to worry about this property.
Exactly. Like I said, we would have to pay the loan and the taxes, but 38 plus the closing costs when he dies. And no taxes you guys have to pay, and no loan.
Okay. All right. Let me see if that works, and then I'll get back with my underwriter, and then Bonita, I'll just give you a text and see when you can jump on a call. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys have any other questions for me? I know I kept you out late, and I apologize for that.
I don't have any questions.
If we have any questions, we will go through Benita and she can relay those questions to you.
Yes, please. That'd be wonderful.
Okay, well, I gotta go because I just got off work and I'm tired as heck. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
And good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. So they did not want to do creative finance. Sometimes creative finance isn't the best strategy to go. I'm going to connect with a few people, see if we can dispo this for, I'm thinking we could dispo it for about maybe 45K, and then get an assignment fee of maybe 5 to 6 with the cash on this. So I did have buyers on creative financing and we were working out those terms. The sisters did not like the terms that we had, and the reason for that was because the other individual that has her name on the title, they're extremely salty at them for whatever reason. I don't know. They just want to be done with it. Apparently they've gone through a lot of legal issues with this individual. So it's going to be an interesting one. When I was pulling my numbers up here on Privy, I'm seeing that we're seeing an ARV of 100 on the high end though. Seeing an ARV of 124,000, but there's other properties that have sold within the area that 97K. Let's look at the condition of this one. Fortunately, I can't put, oh yeah, this one's after repair for sure. So this one sold at 97K. So if we were, let's see if I can get a calculator here. There we go. 97 times 0.6, let's say, minus 20. Yeah, like I think we can get a 5K assignment on this one. So that was a good negotiation with the sellers. I think we can do 38K. I don't have an underwriter. I am the underwriter in this case. Thanks, Shannon, for tuning in throughout the whole thing. But I don't have an underwriter. I'm going to be the underwriter. I'm going to get back with my team. I honestly think this would be a pretty good property to buy myself. I'm going to see if I have any private money lenders that may lend on this. And yeah, see if they'd be interested in buying it. So I appreciate y'all tuning in today. It's your boy Maj about to check out and see what we can do for this deal. I'll keep you posted when I go live again, talking with these sellers and agents. Tomorrow, I think I have another seller that I'm going to go live with, and that one's going to be a subject to creative finance deal. I don't even know why I'm talking on that. It's just cool. I just got this mic, so I'm just like, yeah, I feel like a radio DJ. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm gonna rewatch this to see how I can learn from it, because there's a lot of things that I kind of chopped up and I was doing a little choppy throughout, but we'll be able to make it happen. I'm excited for this one. I'll keep you posted. Peace. Oh, remember to like, share, subscribe this video and my channel. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 before the end of this year. It's on me. I gotta be more consistent. But anyways, y'all have a good night.